All right, so I have a new recording. This recording I did just after the last one, which was whatever, put it together. I'm doing another one. I'm just putting it together. I'm just talking. So I told you need a warm mug. Now, on my shop, when I first started this in October, I was thinking about, well, wow, I need to learn how to do this print on demand thing. I need to learn how to do this online shop. And I put together an Etsy shop just to get started. And it was Christmas time. So I was doing Christmas themes. So this one is I choose joy because of Santa. Now that's backwards because of the video, but for me, I can see it. At any rate, so this is how this works. You have your morning cup of coffee or tea or even just warm water. And as you're sitting there sipping from your warm mug in your hands, and you look at the theme that's on your mug, and there's different themes on the site. And if you have a theme that's unique to you, go ahead and reach out to me and let me know what it is. I'll make one for you specially, and or I'll give you something you can personalize for that. But currently I'm starting with a few themes. And this one was the joy because of Santa. I happen to be a snowman girl myself, but Santa's good too. And I've got a lot of good memories around Christmas. So what you do is you've got your warm beverage and you're sipping from your warm beverage and you look at your theme and you think about a specific moment in your life that had to do with Christmas or Santa, or a snowman even. Like I could bring up one. There's so many, right? You could flit around to each of them, but try not to do that. Pick one. I have one, for instance, I was at the cabin with my then husband and my two teenage children, and we had two snowmobiles that we rode in on, two on each, obviously. And the cabin was like it still is. It's at 8,000 feet elevation, and it sits on a lake that's fairly shallow and which freezes over. And there's snow and there's ice, obviously, and you can drive around on it. But our cabin, you can park at and walk up the stairs. It's not buried in. You can get into it, and it's a covered porch. So there's a door and a really nice fireplace in there. It's very historic, very cool. It's log cabin. It's not super fancy. It's super awesome. At any rate, on the lake, there was some snow, and we built a snowman, me and my daughter and my son. And I'm sure maybe even my husband, although I think he was out there just zipping around on the lake, on the ice, on his snowmobile. And this little snowman was not super pretty. It was kind of funky looking, but cute. Um, that memory was joy. I can hear their voices. I can hear the snowmobile. Yeah, I can go there. And it feels really good. Ah, yeah, it makes me tearful, right? It's very touching. It's a cool moment. Anyway, I've done my job. I'm drinking my coffee. I did my therapy because now I'd like to tell myself, you know what? Throughout the day, anytime I'm reminded of that particular moment, be it, someone else with snowmobiles down the street, on a trailer, because I'm not living in the snow right now. Or if I were, I would see one, or snow itself, or a snowman itself, or a cabin, anything that reminds me of that. Just allow this memory that I refreshed this morning to kind of bubble up again, to kind of feel the joy and see that little pitiful snowman who was so cute. And that experience with my kids, which meant so much to me and my husband and our family. Whew. Okay, right? Let it happen over and over and over again throughout the day, all by itself. And you don't have to remember the whole memory. Just feel the happiness, the joy, and let it go. And tomorrow do it again. Now you can cut, time out. Okay. There are other things you can do that go along with your theme. So let's say you're just working on one theme. It's Christmas and you're working on your Christmas theme. You can actually purposely create a corner which also reminds you of that memory. I have pictures of us at that time at the cabin, and I could put them in frames and put them in a little corner in my home. My cat's hungry. My dog's much nicer about it, but my cat is very insistent. If you know cats and dogs, you know how that works. Anyway, that's how it goes. I'll do some more for you and just keep you going, but give it a try. You're going to keep firing it off every morning. And there you go. Every morning I have a cup of coffee. Every night I almost every night have a cup of tea, herbal tea. So, I could do this twice a day with a new memory and then fire that one off. Then the next day I could do a different memory. But use the same memory for a while until you feel like adding another one, because then what you're doing is you're compounding your efforts, right? Now, that's only the first step. In the DIY download that you get, you'll see that there are the next step and the next step and the next step. So I'll start working on the next steps with you on how to get those really juiced up. But today, that's step one. Thank you. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now.